to figure out which font is I'm going to use. And while I'm on the topic, we have to fight climate change yesterday. And we see what's going on right here in the Bay Area. You have rolling blackouts because of rampant wildfires. And you are looking around, you're saying, what is going on? I thought I lived in the United States of America, the most advanced country in the world, and we have rolling blackouts because of potential wildfires? And let's trace the steps. Why the heck are these wildfires happening? It's true, there are 4 words, PG&E. I think those are technically words. A letter's a word, actually, if you do it like that. But PG&E is an emblem. We know exactly what their incentives are. Their incentives are to cut corners and try and make as much money as possible for their shareholders. So what happens? They're like, maybe we don't need to maintain that jumper so much. And it's like, let's just make the check schedule like a little bit longer. Let's make the replacement schedule a little bit longer. Let's see if we can maintain the shelf life of this equipment like a little longer than it's intended. And we're supposed to replace it. Maybe if we just put some duct tape on it, it'll be all right. And then you cut corners long enough, and then we all pay the price. Am I right? Yeah. That is an emblem of what's happening in our country today. Everything revolves around the almighty dollar. If you're a PG&E executive, you don't get paid based upon our well-being or the uptime. You get paid based upon whether you can cut corners successfully enough to add another couple dimes to the bottom line. That's how your bonus is paid. And I say enough is enough. What do you think, San Francisco? The other reason why these wildfires are breaking out is that climate change has raced ahead of everything we're doing. We are only maintaining less than 10% of the national forest the way that experts say we should be. And as the earth has gotten warmer, it has turned our national forests and trees around the country into essentially tinderboxes. Essentially wildfires waiting to happen. Now this might not sound sexy, but I'm proposing we quintuple the U.S. Forest Service so that we can actually maintain our forests. This is 2019 and you see the needs are shooting up, but then does our government follow suit? No, of course not. They're like, oh, what did we do last year? Let's do that again this year. It just keeps on going, and then the needs just shoot on up. So as president, I say we actually modernize the way we manage our forests. And you know we could do so much more in terms of certainly manpower on the ground, but also technology, heat sensors, drones with fire retardant materials. Like, we need to essentially stick technology on our forests in a way that would keep us safer and make it so that you can live your lives without having to worry about wildfires or rolling blackouts or PG&E and this nonsense. This is an emblem of what's gone wrong in the United States. Our government has failed, capitalism is failing us, and it's up to us to do better. This is the vision that we can take to the rest of the country as quickly as possible. And you all are in a very special place here in San Francisco because all of you have friends who ask you what the future is going to look like. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, well, you know, you would know. And sometimes they ask you, it's like, hey, do you live in utopia or dystopia here in San Francisco?
Somewhere in between.
And you change your mind about that on the regular. You know what I mean? Like, you do something, you're like, oh, definitely utopia. Then you're like, oh, definitely dystopia. Like, same day. I get it. I've spent time here too. I've lived here for months of the year for the last 6 or 7 years. You all see the future coming, and it is up to you to take the country in a better direction.